Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the range on what is a very beautiful mid-November morning. It's one of those days where we've had a lot of cold weather and some heavy frost, but today's a little warmer. In fact, the bugs are already like, yay, spring. No, it's not. Go away. But it's just a beautiful morning. It's very still. There's really no wind. Some cloud cover, which is kind of keeping things a little bit warm. I've already had several bald eagles fly by and bid me a good morning. And so that is always a great way to start the day, especially when you're at the shooting range. So in honor of those eagles, I thought I might start the day out shooting some federal American eagle. And of course that federal American eagle is 10 millimeter, 180 grain. Round nose, flat point. And I'm shooting it in the Springfield Armory XDM Elite 4.5 inch 10 millimeter handgun. You've seen this gun here on the channel before. In case you specifically didn't see it, go back and look for it. It's easy to find. This is an incredible 10 millimeter handgun. 10 millimeter is just so amazing. But every time I've shot it in the past, I always did it with a red dot on it. Always had an electronic optic. So I wanted to shoot it with open sights and really, get down to basics with it. But not just any open sights. I've actually just installed a brand new pair of XS sights on this gun. I'll put a little information below on those. But that gives it a little bit of a different sight picture than it came out of the box with. And I'm kind of excited to see how I can do with it today. So this is just kind of a short at the range video with the 10 millimeter XDM Elite. And with that, let's get started. I'm just gonna plink a little bit at my array of steel targets. Those are TA targets downrange. I'm gonna start out with the center one and see if I can keep them in the center. Beautiful sight picture. Got that really visible front sight. And it does have tritium. And the rear sight has 2 tritium dots. So in darkness, you would have a nice 3-dot sight picture, which makes it a good setup for a home defense gun. I think that is the sound of hitting the blue area. I was trying not to do that. Okay, well I think I kept them all in the white, except for that one. That's not too bad. That's about 15 or so yards away, that target. So yeah, like I said, I just installed these sights, and that means, of course, they may not be absolutely perfect, which may be, why my position was slightly to the left. But then again, that could very easily be shooter error too. I think I have them lined up pretty dead center. But I did notice when I started shooting, those first 2, 3, maybe even 4 rounds were like all hitting right in the same spot. So that tells me that I've got it dialed in really nice. And any deviation from that is going to be my fault. These magazines will hold 16 rounds, but I've got just 10 in them. Helps me conserve on my ammo a little bit, because 10 millimeter is not the cheapest round to buy. And it also helps me just sort of keep the nice rows even in the box, which is an OCD thing that I seem to have. All right, so going back to the target array, and this time I'm going to expand a little bit, see how many of the other ones I can hit. All right, that was low. That's a better hit. Didn't move it though, that's interesting. Those plates sit there and get a little stiff if I'm not giving them proper attention. That one doesn't want to move. All right, go over here. Oh, I think that was me. And again, there's something about those lower three. I've said this a million times. Something about those lower three paddles give me a little trouble. Something about that angle. I don't know what it is. But what I'm noticing is that the sight set up right now on this with these excess sights has pretty much a center hold. So put that big fluorescent yellow front sight right on the spot where you want to hit, and it's pretty much where it's putting them. All right, I'm just going to go back to plinking around the array of the TA targets downrange. See if I can jar that one loose, and let me see if I can jar that one round paddle loose from its spot that it doesn't want to give up, and maybe shake the other one back into visibility. This is a really nice 10mm handgun. I've said that before. Am I hitting that plate or not? All right, I'm moving over here for a sec. Where am I? Try that same one so I can see where I'm hitting. Okay, I'm hitting low. Took me a whole magazine to get a feel for it, but that is why we come to the range after we install new sights, right? All right, back to the round one. I'm going to use him as a guinea pig here for a minute. There we go. It was a good hit, but didn't move it. There we go. I'm hitting them, but I think I'm hitting them close to the edge. Not enough to really move them. Might have to break out some paper. All right, just for fun and mostly to know where my sight picture really is with a little bit better idea, I'm going to shoot some at paper. Got a nice splatter target down there. So I should be able to see, even at this distance, which again is about 15 yards, should be able to see the hits, get an idea. So I'm going to shoot 5 rounds of the Federal American Eagle that I was shooting, and then I'm going to shoot right behind that 5 rounds of Arms Corps, also 180 grain. So I'm basically just going to cover up the red bullseye with this front sight. Okay. So those are not bad. Looks like maybe favoring low left a little bit, which is more than likely shooter error, because that's kind of where I tend to go. Now the Arms Corps. Which is hotter stuff. I always have noticed that. Arms Corps 10mm is pretty hot stuff. Okay, I think Arms Corps might have been, I know one was touching the bullseye, but I think overall brought it up a little bit. And it's that hotter load too. So, well, there you go. There's where it's putting them on paper. If I rested it and really did a good rested test, might want to tweak that sight to bring that group over more to the right, but just shooting offhand, it is what it is. All right, I think that's going to just about do it for this At the Range with the Springfield Armory XDM Elite 10mm 4.5 inch. Definitely one of my favorites. This is one that's going to come out with regularity to the range. I wish 10mm was a little bit more affordable. I'm sure you guys do too, right? You know, so I have to really govern myself when I bring it out, because I'd love to stay here for another hour and just keep throwing rounds down range, but I'll go broke. I'll go broke. This channel doesn't make that kind of money, folks. Sorry. But I definitely love me some 10mm, and I love the XDM platform and in general, and I love it with 10mm. I really like these sights that I put on here, these XS sights. And again, I'll throw some information on the screen as to what they are, and down below as well, in case you're interested in looking for those for yourself. But they are really nice. They give me a great sight picture, and I think based on, you know, where I was putting my rounds today, they are helping me get the job done. There's no doubt about it. I guess the next thing I need to do to upgrade this XDM is to put rubberized talon grip. I haven't done that yet, and there's a reason why, because I wanted to keep it bone stock while I was doing comparisons and reviews and things like that. But I think now that I'm sort of beyond that point, I'm definitely ready to put a rubberized talon grip on there. So I have discount codes with talon grip. I have a discount code with TA targets, those amazing steel targets that you see down range today. That information is all down below in the description of this video. Please use those discount codes when you're shopping. They're there for you. Okay, the last 5 rounds, and then I'm out of here. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you next time.